Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Speaking of music, I've got a story about Cliff Richard, who I have met actually, and was one of the nicest men I've met. He was wearing a parachute pantsuit.
He likes to wear the parachute stuff.
Yeah. This was when I was in England for Fergie and Andrew's wedding, when I was there with the midday show, and we interviewed Cliff Richard. He was so nice, and he didn't have to be. I was a researcher, meaning that, you know, I wasn't the person interviewing him, but he was so lovely. But then I've come across this interview. This has resurfaced. This is an interview we did in 2023 on a very famous morning show called This Morning, an English show.
Oh, yes,
famous.
I know that show.
And so the presenters, Alison Hammond, Dermot O'Leary, and guest host Sarah Ferguson, who actually was the one I was just mentioning. I was there for her wedding. I didn't go to the wedding, just so you know. I was there with the media pack.
Yeah, who was in the pack?
Me. Actually, it was an amazing day because I was there with the midday show and Ray Martin. And at one point, we were watching the procession of all the carriages coming into...
Wow.
Was it Westminster Abbey? I can't even remember. I was so excited. And I'm standing next to Dame Edna. And Princess Diana comes along in a carriage, sees Dame Edna, who's standing next to me, and she waves. It was such a heady time. It was extraordinary.
And did you say to Edna, did you say, hey, look, she's waving at me?
Yeah, she's waving at me, my pom-pom jumper. That's what she was doing.
And I didn't even have to dress up in drag.
But Cliff Richard has gone on to this morning show in 2023, and he was asked, one of his biggest heroes, Elvis Presley, he was asked if he'd ever met Elvis, and his answer is quite extraordinary.
Did you ever meet Elvis?
Oh, no, I did not. I had one chance through a journalist when I was promoting Devil Woman in the States.
Yeah.
He said, I know Elvis, because he knew that I was influenced. And he said, would you want to meet him? I said, yeah. At the end of the interview, though, I said, can we put it off? Because he'd put on a lot of weight.
Oh, right.
And I thought, if I'm having a photograph taken with him and it's going to be hanging on my refrigerator, he's got to look good. And I put it off, and of course, then he died.
And then he
Never
died.
put it off just because they're a little bit heavier.
Oh, yeah, and she's heavier.
The host saying there you shouldn't put it off because he's a bit heavier. She's a heavy woman. And she said, that's why I'm never come around your house, I'm guessing.
She's just a heavy woman.
If I waited till Barry Manilow was handsome, I'd never get a photo.
And straight.
There was that.
But look at the picture Cliff's got in his house. Has he got any self-awareness? It looks like one of those portraits that gangsters get in their house, you know, of the dead.
Donald Trump.
Oh, they get all the dead, you know, people. They're all together in one room.
What's the portrait? What is it?
It's got Elvis and
As
Cliff.
there's young Slim Elvis.
Yes, Slim Elvis and Cliff singing next to Elvis.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people were appalled at that. Cliff, look at, you know, at least if he's got the picture on his refrigerator, it won't stop him eating. Might stop him overeating, I'm guessing.